So I want to show how to make a lapel mic out of a cheap pair of earbuds with the mic built in from dollar store. These were about $5, something like that. These are Vibes. So let's tear her open and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, first thing I want to do is open the package, of course. Get it open here. Now hopefully this wire is not so small it can't be worked with. I did try another one of these. Ooh, cool. I can use these. I didn't know it came with those, but that can be used for our lapel mic. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. So I'm going to set these aside here where I'll be able to use them. This wire is very small, so it will be a little tough to work with. Going to need some magnifying glasses to do the solder and a steady hand, and I don't have steady hands. Now you'll see the end of this. You've got 4 segments there, or 1, 2, 3, 4. For this to work the way I need it to, I need the microphone to be wired to this tip and the ground. Hopefully those grounds connect together. If not, I'll just make them connect together. So the first thing I want to do, I need to get to the microphone. It's going to have a button here and a microphone in here. These are small condenser mics. So I need to break this little piece of plastic apart. I'd like to save this if I can, but if I can't, so be it. Whoops, that ain't gonna work. I don't want to mess my table up. I don't know if this is glued or what. Oh, there we go. I was able to get my fingernail in there and pop that right apart. So there we go. There's the hose for the microphone element to pick up. Here's your mic element. That's a little condenser mic. You got this button and the wires split off here. You got the wiring coming up from one of these tips to the mic, to the button with the ground, and then the rest of the wires are going up to the earpieces. And I'm going to need to wire from here to here so the lapel mic will be able to plug into something. So I got my third hand here, or whatever you want to call it, my magnifying glass with my alligator clips on it to hold it while this thing warms up. I'm going to go ahead and remove the condenser mic first. While that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and pull it apart with a gun because it heats up a lot quicker. Okay. I don't want to get anything too hot here. Okay. There is the condenser mic. I hope the camera can see that. Let's see. Get it to focus there. Focus, focus. I don't know if it's getting a good focus on it, but that's a condenser mic. you can see the two wires on the back where it connects. Now I want to disconnect the switch. My handshake, this is a little tough for me to do like this. There we go. I don't mind taking it apart with that, but I'll put it back together with the soldering iron because it's got a finer tip on it. The soldering gun has this big wide tip on it, and it makes it a little more difficult to work with small objects. I at least need that from there to there. This should give me long enough for what I need, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these wires right up here. I want to do it this way. I want that probe to be the one. Nothing on that. There's the one I want. That's the end probe. So I'd rather have all of these be grounds and that be the probe for the end of the mic. Which is this one. The rest of these can be tied together. I want to try to clean it down to the copper so I get a good clean connection with my solder. That's the hard part, working with this small wire and making sure you get a good connection. You can see it frayed it out, so I want to wrap it back together a little bit. And try to get some solder on it. So I managed to solder the wires to the back of the mic element finally without getting any shorts. I tested it with my voice recorder and it is working plugged in there. So now what I need to do is make sure those wires stay like this. They don't ever touch or move. I got a hot glue gun here. I'm going to smear some hot glue gun in there and kind of insulate them and hold them in place and hope that nothing's moved since I tested it. The hot glue gun ain't hot yet. It ought to be. There we go, a little bit. That hardens up, it should just hold everything in place. I just want to make sure not get any in the front of the mic element because that will cover it up and you won't get any sound through it. Okay, I see one spot there. I want to get a little more in. So that should hold that. And just to make sure, run another quick test here. I have my sound recorder, and okay, I'm recording with the internal mic to the sound recorder from the sound recorder itself. Now I have the microphone plugged into the sound recorder, and I should be using the homemade mic now. So let's just test that, make sure it's working. So I will include that sound sample in the video. I was going to take these pieces that came off of the microphone set, or earbud set, whatever you want to call it, and rig it back up in there. But I'm going to do something else here. I have a piece of plastic here. It's long, it's skinny. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hot glue it to the side of that. Something like this. I kind of want the mic to be sticking straight up. So what I'll do is I'll just take my wire and kind of bend it that way. Make me a glob of hot glue along the side. This has got a little indent in it for the wire to run through, but I was thinking I could have run the wire up to the center of this. It's got a hole in it, but I'm not pulling that back apart again. A little bit of hot glue back here and on top to hold it in place. I don't want a big blob of it, and it's sticking to my fingers, but that should hold. Now, just for strength and to make sure everything holds together, I have a piece of metal tape to put around that. So I'll just kind of wrap the metal tape. This is like metal tape you'd use in heating, air conditioning, something like that. You could use copper foil tape, anything probably pretty much. I just want to use some metal, have it on there. Okay. I'm going to peel that back a little bit. Just to give it strength and a little shielding. Now the next trick I have up my sleeve, I want to put that over the mic. Which actually, it's got a hole in it. It could work like this. So what I'll probably do is, since it's tilted a little bit, foam will match it and it'll tilt as well. I'm just going to put some hot glue around here. And hopefully before it dries, get this on there. I'm just going to secure that a little bit with a little bit of hot glue around it. That should hold it on there. Okay, I did find my piece of foam from my lawnmower. What I want to do, or wasn't from, not from my lawnmower, but from a kind of like a lawnmower air filter. I'm just going to wrap it around it a little bit, like that. So take a little bit of hot glue and smear it around there a little bit. try to keep my fingers out of it. I want to kind of pull this tight around the edge. And kind of like that. Wow, how I want it. If it still stick, a little bit here. Okay. For the most part, that's got that. Now what I want to do is rig me up a clip on it. Okay, I was able to cut that flap off there. I didn't want that. I'm just going to go this way. I'll throw that. Oh, I got a piece of hot glue there, so oh, my hot glue gun's running out. So I need to finish this project really quick. There, now I have me a little clip on there. It's pretty steady. Now, one last test with the sound recorder. And let's, just for poops and giggles, let's just clip it there for the moment. Okay, I am recording on the Olympus digital recorder with the internal mic. Now if it's working, I am recording from the homemade lapel mic. Let's see if it works. Whoops. I gotta do something about that clip. I guess it fell off. I didn't realize that. There we go. It should be working now. See how it sounds. So that's how I made it. Just a cheap pair of earbuds with the mic built in. Just take it apart and make the wire, use the wire and the microphone, wire it up, and do something like what I did, and you've got a lapel mic. How well it works, we'll find out. I'm going to field test it with GoPro on the gimbal, outside, walking around the path, and see how it works. So, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye, y'all.